And we sat down with a club owner, a guy who makes party in a club, has a great party that he does in conjunction with a club, etc. And he really wanted a big American artist. So he's telling us a story. Yo, I really wanted this rapper that is massive. So he calls. He's like, okay, it was Paris Fashion Week, and he really wanted this rapper to be part of. Just come to the club, sing a song or two, be there, do some photos, drink some champagne, whatever. And he was asking himself, okay, how much is gonna cost me? So he calls the management of this artist, and he says, yo, I want such artist. He would be to come in Paris for Fashion Week and, stay in the club, do some hosting, stay 1-2 hours in the club, sing a song or two, and yeah, how much? So the manager tells him, all right, it's gonna be $100,000 plus private jet to come, go, this presidential suite at this hotel for the artist, and then business suites for the 3 person of his team, management, backup vocal, and bodyguard, plus security there, etc., etc. So more or less, it's gonna cost you, I would say, and of course you have to pay 100% at the reservation. So the guy's trying to negotiate. Okay, can we do it for 80,000? So if I pay for 80,000, then I put the rest of the extra 30,000 on the plane, the hotel, etc., the security, etc. Okay, so let's say, to simplify, that is gonna cost him 100,000 to make this big artist come to Paris for the Fashion Week, sing a few songs, maybe 1 or 2 or 3 songs, and they sit down there and enjoy the party. So the guy says to himself, okay, this club has a capacity of 5,000 people. We do this amount in bottles, tables. Every table brings us 1,000 euros. We have X amount of tables. So in a night, we can make 30 to 40K. Damn, it's gonna hurt. But because these people have professionalized their business, unlike us, he calls a big guy from Moet and Chandon. Calls the guy from Moet and Chandon, which is a brand of champagne, and he tells them, hey, hi, listen, so the guy from Moet and Chandon is actually a customer who comes to the club from time to time, takes a table, and he's there chilling. All good. So this guy, next time he goes to the club, he says, hey, I would love to have a business conversation with you. Oh yeah, when can we meet? You want to pass by to the office tomorrow? Now let me invite you to dinner tomorrow. All right, perfect. Tomorrow, this is my card, blah, 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 blah. Cool. The next day, they sit down. He sits down with the guy from Moet and Chandon, and he says, oh, listen, I'm bringing this rapper. It's a true story. I want to bring this rapper to the club. Of course, the club, it's a little heavy for the club. The club might follow me, but only if I bring a sponsor. So I would love to know if you want to be associated with this event. We'll put your logo in big everywhere in all the screens, and we will only sell bottles on that event from Moet and Chandon, or maybe the LVMH group, as you wish. And we need 150,000 euros to make it happen. The guy from Moet and Chandon is like, well, all right, that's a lot of money. So who's the rapper? The guy say, yeah, this guy. The guy's like, oh yeah, I heard about him, but okay, listen, let me see a few things and I'll call you back. So the guy from Moet go to office and he asks around, hey, do you know this guy, this rapper? And everybody's, yeah, of course. All the young people, they're like, yeah, oh my God, yeah. Okay, do you think we should do an event with him? Oh, that would be amazing. Okay, cool. Goes home and he's with his son, Charles. And he tells Charles, hey, do you know this rapper? And the son says, of course, Dad. I have all his records. This is my favorite rapper in the world. Look, he sings this and he sings this, and he has muscles and The son is like, little white boy, and his two friends are like, yeah, and they start singing, they start rapping the songs, and the guy's like, oh, so you really like him? He's like, oh my God, listen, Dad, like, and when you are a millionaire or a hotshot or even a celebrity like me, your kids don't really care because you've always been famous to them. So to them, you're just Dad. But if you could bring your son to meet his favorite rapper, now you become the hero to your son. So he calls the guy from the club and he tells him, hey, listen, I've been thinking about the proposal. If you can make it happen that the rapper comes to dinner before the event in a restaurant that we will pay. We take them to the restaurant at the Peninsula, for example. We take them here, and I want my son and his friends, so he's my son and his two best friends, to dinner. I want to make them the surprise when the rapper comes, and boom, he takes a picture with my son. He, talks a little bit with him, calls him by his name. If you can make this happen, I unlock the 150,000 euros. So my guy from the parties calls the manager of the artist. Yo, listen, if you can put it in a contract that the artist will come dinner with our sponsor and his kid, we send you the money tomorrow. So the manager is like, oh, it should be okay. Give me a second. The manager called the artist. Yo, I have 100K for you for a show in Paris for Fashion Week, but you need to do this and this and this. All good for you? The rapper says, yeah, all good for me. All right. The manager calls the guy and says, all good. Transfer the money to this address, and then, of course, before we sign the contract with all things that, etc., etc. So the guy calls Moet and Chandon guy. He says, all good. So the Moet and Chandon says, all good. Talk to my secretary and make everything happen. Let's sign all the contract. Let's keep it moving. Unlocks the money on his side. Boom. The guy goes to the club he works for and says, hey, for Fashion Week in the party, I have these artists. What? How? Don't worry. We have these artists and it's gonna cost this amount, but it's gonna be paid by such and such. So start doing the flyers, everything. We are doing the contracts and everything. All right. A month passed by. The guy from Moet and Chandon is there, and he tells his son, hey, tonight I'm taking you to dinner with your best friends. Yeah, where? Peninsula. And the kids, they just want McDonald's or sushi. But he's like, nah, you guys are coming with me. You can dress the way you want. Yeah, dress hip hop if you want. All good, So he takes them to the dinner. Boom. They're there at the table. Daddy's talking business with his team, and he has like photographs and cameras, and they don't care. They're just there, and they're like, oh my God, he's boring, like all these people and all of a sudden arrives the big American rapper that they love. And you know what the rapper does? He's like, hey Charles, what up Lucas? What up Luis? He knows our name. The kids go crazy. Oh my God. Yo, what up? Pop boom. They take their phones. They hear Instagramming, putting stories. Oh my God, we are with the rapper. Take photos, etc. And the promoter of the club is here. The owner of the club is here, and everybody's looking at the kids being happy. And the guy from Moet and Chandon is there with teary eyes because his son is so happy. And he goes to his dad. His dad's like, so you like the surprise? The kid embraces his dad and he's like, you're the best dad in the world. Oh my God, I can't believe I have a photo with X. Yeah, listen. He's there, talks to the guy. So, my song, sing me my songs. They're there, they're rapping together. The guy and the rapper is, entertaining the kids. The kids are 16, 15, 14, I don't know. And it's an amazing moment. Now, the CEO, the guy from Moet and Chandon, it's not the CEO, but the guy from Moet and Chandon is like, brings to the rapper his best bottles, the special bottle, 30 years of age that they did. Listen, this is a special bottle for you and your team. Those bottles cost 20,000. It's a gift from us, and know that in your hotel room, every bottle from the LVMH that you will, it's on us, etc. And in the club, it's the same thing. Everything is on us. So the guy's like, thank you. And listen, it's a pleasure to have you here. Can we do a photo? They do the photo, and everybody is like. So by 10 p.m., 11 p.m., the kids are done eating. It's time for them to get the fuck out. So the driver takes the kid. They go. They say bye again to the rapper. They're like, oh, and then the kids leave, and they are so happy. It's amazing. They wish they could have seen the show, but they are still too young. Once the kids are far away, the owner of the club, the guy from the club, he knows that the guy from the company, he likes these nice Brazilian type Latina girls. So all of a sudden, there's 5 of them coming out of nowhere, and they sit at the table, and he's like, yeah, listen. And then everybody go to the club, and it's a success. The club is full of people, and all these people, because they want to see the rapper, everybody, they paid to get there. They took bottles. And listen, on that night, the club makes 60,000 euros without even having to pay the rapper to be in the club. So when they arrive, the DJ stop. Oh my God, Thing is here. Everybody's live. Everybody's with their phone. Everybody go crazy. He goes, sit down at the table. He's there, goes to the DJ booth, starts singing his famous tunes, 1, 2, 3 tunes. It's amazing. And then after that, goes to the table, stay there with all the girls, with the guy from the LVMH, from the Moet and Chandon. And everybody's happy. After 2 hours, the artists go with some girls. They go to the hotel, or they go to an after party, whatever. They go on their way. The guy from the brand also takes a girl. He's happy. Amazing thing. Photos everywhere. All good. The next day, all the photos are on Instagram. It's an amazing operation. Moet and Chandon put the photos on their stories on Instagram. The club put photos on their stories. Everybody tagged themselves. Amazing communication experience. Perfect. Everything went according to plan. There's photos everywhere of the artists holding the bottles of the new champagne from Moet, etc., etc. Amazing publicity. And the big CEO of LVMH calls the guy to tell him, yo, congratulations on this beautiful publicity you did for the brand. Let's dinner, because guys like you are good for the company. So the guy calls the guy from the club and tells him, hey, listen, starting now, every time you have a big artist that you want to bring, we want to be the first to propose sponsoring. We have a budget that we're going to do. Listen, every 2 months, we can do a big party like this. We are your partner. If you ever do a festival where you need more money, like 300, 400, we here. You want to bring a David Guetta, etc. We here. We are now partners. So the club tells him, yo, amazing. Yesterday, you now is a partner of the club. The guy calls the manager of the artist and tells him, hey, listen, if you have other artists like this, we would love to do a collaboration and bring one every 2 months. And the guy said, yeah, of course. I have such and such, Rihanna, this, that. Yeah. I can have anybody you want. Okay, perfect. And now a beautiful ecosystem is born. And the people who really have a lot of money can pay the expenses that to bring artists that the door cannot pay. And see, when I was talking to the promoters and the people in the Zouk industry, I was always asking myself, why do you want to risk by only paying us with the money from the door? Okay, you have 400 person coming for a show and they all pay 20. So you're going to make 8,000. If your show is full, if your place is full, good, you can pay us our money. But if it's not that much people, or if you want to do ladies free for the ladies, you can't. Why don't you go out of the artisanate and create a system like these people? Find brands that are selling stuff like, instead of LVMH, it could be Dillon Rum. It could be brands. Listen, maybe not somebody that will give 150 because our market is way more niche. But bro, a sponsor that have 5,000 is enough to pay the cachet of some artists, plus your security and your DJ. And at least nobody's stressed when the show is here, when the artist, you are doing the contract with the artist, you can already pay them to come with no stress. And if the place is full, cool. If it's not full, cool. Everybody is happy anyway, because nobody's losing money. And the brand is here. The brand is happy that you make some photos with them, and maybe you can have 2 or 3 sponsors. You go, you get a restaurant in your area that is willing to give 1,000 and free food, so that when the artists come, they have to go eat at the restaurant, do the photo with the restaurant. All these operations. Why nobody does this? And I never had an idea why nobody is able to professionalize themselves. It's as if people were scared to sell out, or to make it a business. And now we are artists, and it's about the artistry, it's about Zouk, it's about Kizomba. And me, I was like, it's a business. We are selling something to customers. We are selling songs. We are selling a show. We are selling music in a club. All this is products, clients, clientele, product, offer, demand. It's called economy. Why nobody wants to do stuff that is good for the economy, so that if everybody has the right sponsors that are really willing to pay, to put some money on, maybe multi-year money. You do a contract with a brand for the next 2 years. They're saying, we're gonna give you every month this amount for all the parties, and we want our logo all the time. Now you can bring artists with confidence because you have the money to pay them. And listen, I entered the Zouk and the Kizomba market with this mindset, and what everybody was telling me was, nah, we'd rather be a big fish in a small pond. And I was like, what kind of mentality is this? No, because in the sea, the big fish becomes a small fish in the sea. If you're in a small pond, you huge. And I was like, or you can be a monster calamar, or a big baleine, or a big whale in the ocean, or you can be a whole island or a volcano in the middle of the sea. No, we'd rather stay small, and it's more true, and it's brotherhood. And it was like,